Hey, what's up guys? Casey Dimon here at TaxSaleAcademy.com, and thank you so much for joining me on today's live stream right here on YouTube. Guys, as always, at the very end of this live stream, if you want to learn more about investing in tax-defaulted real estate, head on over to our website, which is at the TaxSaleAcademy.com. Again, that's TaxSaleAcademy.com. All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about buying tax sale properties online. And this is a very, very popular subject. All right, so back in the good old days, when I first started investing in tax defaulted real estate, this was back in 2002. If you wanted to invest in tax defaulted real estate at that time in 2002, you went to the courthouse. That was the only option in every single county. There just weren't any online auctions. In fact, most legislation inadvertently didn't allow online auctions at that time. The laws just were not designed for it for the internet age at that time. Now, if you fast forward a few years, auctions online began to pick up a little bit of steam. Now, in some states, every single county is available online in some fashion. Hundreds of thousands of tax defaulted properties are sold online every single year, which when you think about it, it's pretty cool, right? I've been fortunate enough to be able to purchase properties in a number of different states, and I've done that while I've been on vacation, while I'm flying, on a cruise. I've been sitting in an in-person auction and buying properties physically there while on my computer buying properties online at another auction. It's just really cool. It's created a number of different opportunities for us as tax sale investors. All right, let's talk more about the actual process of buying tax defaulted properties online. Let's go through the process, okay? First off, understand that just like the tax sale laws and the tax sale processes and customs and all that good stuff, every area operates their tax sale auctions online slightly differently. Now, first things first, you're always going to be required to register in some form or another. This could be a quick little form where you just type in your name and your address and they say, okay, you're approved. It can also be very, very complex where they'll actually ask for your social security number, then they'll go and they'll verify your identity. You have to send them driver's licenses and affidavits and all sorts of other fun stuff. So registration is always going to be the first step. After that, you're also going to be required in most areas to submit a deposit of some type. A lot of times, this will be in the form of a hold on a major credit card like MasterCard or Visa, right? Or Discover, and sometimes even American Express. So for example, you provide your Visa number, and what they'll do is they'll place a $1,000 hold or a $500 hold or whatever they use in that particular county on that credit card. If you fail to pay, you'll lose that deposit. And of course, if you don't want any properties at all, that hold will eventually drop off of your credit card. Now, in other areas, you'll actually have to wire funds to them, or you might have to mail them a check, whether it's personal check, business check, or maybe even certified funds some areas require. And then of course, if you don't pay, you lose that money. And if you do pay, if you win a piece of property, that will go towards your purchase price. And if you don't want anything, eventually they'll mail it back to you. Some counties will mail it back to you in 7 days. It might take 30 days or 45 days for other counties. The deal is, if you don't want to pay for a piece of property, you shouldn't be bidding on it in the first place, right? All right, from there, once you've registered and once you've been activated, once they receive that deposit and give you access, you'll usually be provided access to a tax sale list, and it'll be online, of course. This list could be very, very basic, maybe just a parcel number and a legal description and no bid amount. It could also be rather complex. It could include like an address, a description of the property's conditions, as well as maybe even dozens and dozens of photos. It just all depends on the area and sometimes even the specific property. Now, if they do provide lots of information, lots of additional information like those photos or that description, you need to really take it with a grain of salt, and you should never ever invest solely off of their information. You have to remember that they are auctioning off hundreds, if not thousands of pieces of property, and their information is just provided as a courtesy, and it could be wrong. And in fact, if they are wrong, it's your money that is lost, not their money. Now, I could go on and on about a number of different stories where misinformation from the county has cost a lot of people a lot of money, but I'll discuss that in a different video for you guys. All right, so after you register and you place that deposit and you review that auction list, it's time to actually go to that auction. It's time to physically, attend that auction virtually, I guess you could say. You virtually attend that auction online, right? It's time for that auction. Now, it could be two different kinds of auctions. It could be a proxy bid type auction. And if you hear proxy bid, you should think of like eBay. What will happen is you'll have an end date and an end time and a bid amount. And you'll input your bid. You'll input the highest amount that you want to pay for that piece of property. And the system will work on your behalf to get that property for as little as possible. So let's say the opening bid is $100 and you bid $300 and you're the only bidder. So the opening bid will start at $100. And then when somebody bids above that $100, your bid will automatically increase to the next increment until you reach your maximum bid of $300, at which point you either, well, the bid will max out there or somebody bids more than that. So eventually, of course, the expiration date and the expiration time will arrive and the auction will end. And what will happen is the person who has the highest bid at that time will win the property. Now, just understand that some areas do have overtime periods where you can't sneak in at the last minute and just place a crazy high bid. They'll automatically extend it for 5 or 10 minutes or however their system's set up. The second type of auction is a live online auction. Just pretend you're like at a live auction, but instead of actually raising your bidder card or shouting your bid or tugging your ear or whatever else you want to do to bid, you simply click a button that says bid. If you want to place a bid, click that bid button. Pretty simple, right? Then the final step is to make payment when you win a piece of property. Now, depending on the area, you're usually going to get some sort of final bill or a tally of the properties that you purchase. And it's going to include not only your purchase price, but any other fees such as your buyer's premium, your recording fees, and potentially processing fees. Once you have this grand total, you'll then either mail a check, maybe even certified funds, complete a wire transfer, or in some areas, you just provide them authorization to go ahead and charge that credit card that they have that deposit on hold. After that, the property is yours, and it's pretty simple, right? Now I'm gonna go into I've got actually another video that I did about a year, maybe a year and a half ago about the pros and cons of online auctions. I'm gonna link that in a few minutes below this video. But I do want to talk about one primary pro and one primary con in this live stream. The primary benefit to online buying is obviously gonna be the convenience factor, right? It's so easy that anyone can log on and buy tax defaulted real estate. You can do it from your office, your living room, or even your smartphone while on the go. It's extremely, extremely convenient. But along with this convenience also brings up the biggest disadvantage when it comes to buying online, which is competition. If it's so easy that anyone can do it, then, well, anyone can do it. The barrier to access that auction is going to be an internet connection and registration. And that means that anybody can do it. It's very easy, and bidding activity and, of course, competition are going to be much, much higher for online-only auctions, especially when you compare them to the live auctions. So at a live auction, you must actually take the time to physically drive there, register, all that good stuff. It just requires more effort, and it eliminates a lot of potential bidders. So the good and the bad of online auctions is definitely going to be the convenience factors. Guys, I always recommend that anyone interested in tax sale investing attend as many auctions as possible, whether they're online or in person. The more auctions you can attend, the better, as your odds of landing a successful investment will grow dramatically when you see more and more properties offered and sold. Guys, that's it for today's live stream. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you enjoy these live streams, be sure to let us know by subscribing to our channel and clicking that thumbs up button below this video. We also welcome your feedback and your suggestions for future videos so we're able to serve you the absolute best that we can. And of course, these live streams are just the tip of the iceberg as far as the training that we offer. And if you'd like more information on the advanced training we offer, head on over to taxsaleacademy.com. Again, that's taxsaleacademy.com. That's it for today, guys. Made it a successful day. Take care. Bye-bye.